welcome back. It is back to school season, and I find this to be the most chaotic time of year. Angie Wade, you are here because this is the chaos that we all experience at this time of year.
I mean, we're all used to, we've had 3 months of leisure and sunshine. And
right. Your own schedule versus the school schedule.
And then all of a sudden.
Angie's a professional organizer. She's been here many times because I need a lot of help getting organized. But you're busy. You're out organizing people all the time. And
yes.
what's the, just a side note, what's the biggest space that we need to organize in our lives where you're like, oh, yep,
well,
there I am again?
The biggest space that people struggle with is the drop spot, the drop zone.
Oh,
when you walk in the house, it's boom, and everything falls down right there.
So what is your solution? Do you have cubbies, or what do you?
You come up with a game plan, and everyone's different. You know, I try. You know, you sit down and figure out with your family how it's going to work. With me, the kids know when they come home that certain thing. You know, like if you want me to look at something, it goes on the counter.
Mama, look at this.
Or it doesn't get looked at. So you have to figure out what the game plan is for your house and how that's going to work.
We had like the 3 Ps, Angie's 3 Ps of back to school, sort of fighting the chaos, and planning is the key. There's several areas that you have to plan for, and I've got a couple of, I guess this is a good way to just remember it, but plan for paper.
Right.
So here it is, 3P plan. Plan ahead, right?
Plan ahead. Yep.
So before your kids even go to school, you've got a game plan.
You have to figure out. You know there's going to be this onslaught, especially these first couple weeks of school. You're just going to get papers every day.
Papers every day.
So you have to figure out, okay, what am I going to do with these papers, and handle it right away. Because if you let it sit, it's just you're going to miss something, and then pictures are going to happen, and they're going to
sign that permission slip, fill that thing. So PPP.
Yep, exactly.
And then I like the third one, which is plan to purge. Some of this stuff is going to be stuff you're not going to want. Get rid of it almost immediately.
Right. Yeah. Like yesterday was the first day at school for us, and the kids came home, and I was standing right there, and everything recycle bin.
Right.
Unless it had to be signed, and then I signed it, gave it to them, and said, here.
Back in the bag.
Do whatever you got to do with it. So
those 3 Ps are good. You know you have to plan ahead. You know you're going to get a ton of papers.
You know it.
And you know some of them have to go right away.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the other areas of your life then that we talked about. There's chaos that occurs at this time of year, and we want to kind of have a warning sign at those different parts of our life, the chaos that happens in our lives. And we were talking about how to avoid some of these. First of all, the morning rush is a pitfall of chaos, right?
Right. Because
how do you help?
The old adage is do what you can the night before. Plan to figure out. What are the kids going to wear? What are they going to eat? What's for breakfast?
Packed, all that stuff.
You might not be able to get it packed, but at least get it going, something started.
That's the morning rush. The next one on our list of the lunchtime. So that's also kind of part of the night before.
That's the night before.
Okay.
You can do things like if you're going to pack, 2 or 3 lunches, instead of having, pulling out the chips every day, then just Ziploc bag chips or vegetables or something.
5 days a week.
So you just have, and then you have a bin in the pantry or in the fridge, something easy to grab and go, pull it out, and boom, 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 done.
And I have seen your pantry. You do this. You do parcel this out.
It's a grocery store. You want to set the pantry up like a grocery store.
Set it up so you're not just constantly.
It's not random. Like this is where the snacks are at, and this is where the alcohol's at. This is where the cereal's at.
Which is a whole different back-to-school coping mechanism. All right, so then the house goes to pot. I find, we're talking about finally you need to, take some time. Your life still goes on. So you need.
What happened before the first day of school is still happening after the first day of school.
Right.
But now you have things that have to happen.
Additions.
So additions. And the kids are focused on, well, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Well, you still have a bed, and you still have dishes.
You still have to make that bed. You still have the laundry.
So everyone still has these things to do. And a lot of times I tell clients, sit down and get pizza or something and meet, and have a team meeting.
And is that a good way for after-school activities to handle those?
It is great to figure out what's going on and who's got to be where, and it's an opportunity for everyone to communicate.
That's so true. And then you also said something, as a single mom, I think moms who are not single moms should do the same thing.
Right.
You ask your kids for help.
I do. I learned very early on because, how can it's just me and 2 kids. So I'm against the odds. So when I do feel stressed and worked out, it's like, stop, wait a minute. Hey guys, it's either me yelling at them And if they understand why I'm upset, then they will help. And my kids are great. I mean, they just, when I say, hey, I need help with this, they will stop and help. Kids want to help their mom.
They do. And they also want, that also teaches some empathy. They understand that you're overwhelmed, and responsibility. Like, you know what, mom can't really pack my lunch tonight because she's picking up my brother from soccer or coaching soccer. So I'm going to do this thing, and everyone will have a little bit lighter load.
I mean, I went out, everyone got we had a lesson on laundry.
Love it.
A couple years ago. I haven't done my boys' laundry in probably 3 years.
Oh my gosh, she's going to get some kind of award for that. I have done nothing but laundry for the last week. Angie's site is I Organize You, which is Y-O-U, iorganizeyou.com, and she has tips almost every day. I see a new just little nugget on there.
On Facebook and stuff.
And also on Facebook. So I'll link you to all those on fullplace.tv. Happy back to school.
Happy back to school.
All
Cheers.
Right. Cheers, that's right. Woohoo, we made it through the summer. Thanks for watching.